Welcome, everyone, to another Thursday short form improv comedy show, Comedy One Shots. We are Chaotic Good Improv, and we were singing earlier, and so we're just chuckling it up, having fun in our virtual green room. But thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for joining us. We're going to be making stuff up tonight. Based on suggestions you guys give us. We don't really have anything planned other than this list of games that we do all the time. But what's not planned, or what's not going to be used is it's going to be used. What we haven't planned for are the suggestions that you guys are going to be giving us. So throughout the show, when anyone's introducing one of our games, they're going to ask for a suggestion, a topic, or a category of something. Just feel free to type it into the chat, no matter what it is you're watching us on Twitch or Facebook or YouTube Live, whatever you're watching us on, just feel free to type it into the chat. Our Tech Master General Guru guy, Chad, will be monitoring all three of these simultaneously to make sure that no one's suggestions are missed. And because we're making everything up, this is the only time this show is ever going to exist. This is it. It's never going to happen again. Even if we wanted to, we probably never remember everything we said. I usually forget what the scene as soon as it's done. So that's good for me. But since, let me introduce everyone. That's what I need to do. I need to move the show along, don't I? So let's go ahead and introduce the rest of our cast. My name is Chris.
Yay!
We've also got Pierce.
We've got
Ty. We've got Patrick.
Yay!
And I've mentioned him already, and I'm going to turn it over to him briefly before we get started with the show. Our Hostmaster General, the man with all the wizardry fingers to typing on keyboards, it's Chad.
Yay!
Well, I think I think I'm like more the Joint Chiefs of tech at this point.
Did you say Joint Cheese?
Yeah, Joint Cheese. Basically, I prefer provolone, smoked, please. You know, I have a very refined palate, which is why I do tech. That made no sense. Hi, I'm Chad. Welcome to our show tonight, as Chris said earlier. We are really, really happy to have you along tonight. And hey, I mean, this is a free show piped directly to your device of choice. So why don't you share that love before we even get started and let folks know we're out here, please. Everybody, we'd love to have as many people as we can. Because the more people who watch, the more people who give suggestions, and the more people who help us make the funny. This is one of those rare interactive shows where you can get out there and you can actually have a part in writing it for tonight. So please, go ahead and let your friends know, your family know, your worst enemies know, and while you're out there collecting for your multi-level marketing scheme, let folks know that you're trying to recruit. Hey, these people are doing improv. So whatever you like to do. Just a couple of quick announcements. First of all, we will be taking your suggestions and everything. That is one way that people like to support the show. Another way is financially, and we absolutely do appreciate that. Not a gift goes by that we do not appreciate. You help keep us loud, live, bringing the funny to you every week, several times a week, and we truly love that. If you have an interest in doing so, we are on twitch.tv/chaoticgoodimprov, where you're probably watching right now, truth be told. And you can find ways to support us on there through Twitch subscriptions, through BitCheers, or what have you. So go ahead and do that, and we really do appreciate that. Of course, if you'd like to help, but not in a monetary type way, go ahead and just give us a follow on Twitch as well. That helps as well, and it lets you know anytime we go live. Also, follow us on all the social medias. We are on Facebook. We are on Instagram. We are even on Twitter. And Ty here does a fantastic job keeping us abreast on Twitter and everything, letting folks know when we're live, giving a little bit of love to some of the other improv troops out there and what have you, and all kinds of other fun stuff that he likes to do. So thank you, Ty, so much for your hard work on that. And like I said, just be sure to follow us anywhere finer improv people are on the social medias. One last thing that I do like to mention on that note of support is that we do have a store as well. So if you go to chaoticgoodimprov.com, which is our website of awesome for all things Chaotic Good Improv, including one of the most gorgeous mugshots I've ever taken, Just check out our store on there, and you can find yourself some CGI merch to where you can wear it around, show your CGI pride, like I so very clearly do. And you know what? I left my mug in the kitchen again, but we do have mugs. If you want to see it, rather than watch me hold up an invisible mug, you can go to chaoticgoodimprov.com, check out the store, and see what the mug looks like. Go get you one while you're out there. Also, we have plenty of shirts, hats, other kinds of apparel, even masks, which if if you're out there still wearing your mask, and you really should, we have a very stylish one that just absolutely pops, and people look at you like, hey, cool, you're wearing an improv mask. Not many people do that. Well, now you can say you can. So check us out, chaoticgoodimprov.com, check out the store. One last thing. Since Chris said we won't do a show like this again. This show in and of itself is not written and everything, and we just kind of create it on the fly. We would like to name it when we're done. So each episode of Comedy One Shots that we do, we'd like to ask our audience not only for suggestions throughout the show, but also suggestions on what to call this show we've created once we're done. So once we put it in our archives on YouTube and for a limited time on Twitch, we like to go ahead and put in an episode title. So please, if you hear our actors say something uproariously funny tonight, or if you hear a common theme happen throughout the show that you think is funny, let me know in the chat. I will be Chaotic Good Improv in the chat. Usually put some quotes around it or something like that, and I'll be sure to go ahead and make sure that we put it in a big old list of everything you suggest, and we will deliberate at the end of the episode what we will be calling the show going forward. Okay, well, that is a lot of announcements, and that's all I've got. So now it's time to get on to the real funny stuff, and for that, I'm going to turn it right back over to Chris.
Why, thank you, Chad. That was very informative, and I enjoyed listening to your voice. It's very calming and soothing. You're welcome. Okay, let's move on to our very first game. Our game is going to be for Patrick and Pierce. Let me go ahead and turn my background off. All right, so Patrick and Pierce, what I'm going to need from the audience is I'm going to need a suggestion of a non-geographical location. So not like a country or a city, but just a place or a room, or basically anything that will be considered a setting where a scene can take place. It can be a Dunkin' Donuts drive-through. It can be a chest under the ocean. I don't know. This is what they're going to do. So they're going to take that. You almost
said Dunkin' Donuts walk-in restaurant too, didn't you? You really wanted Dunkin' Donuts, didn't you?
I did.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, you got me.
We all heard it. I know.
I just love those little Dunkin' holes. They're good. Anyway, I need a suggestion of a location or a place, because what we're going to do is we're going to play the game Change. Patrick and Pierce are going to be improvising a scene based on the suggestion that is chosen. And anytime I want, I can say change. And when I say change, whoever just spoke last will have to change what they said to something completely different, and then have to justify why the new thing they've said is part of the scene. I have a weird feeling. It's like, do we need a weird time warp or a lull of some sort? It's very strange. So, Chad, do we have a suggestion for some sort of location for this scene?
All right, we'll get ready to do the time warp again.
Let's do the time.
We're going to a planetarium.
A planetarium, not an interplanetarium, but a planetarium. Gotcha.
Not an intergalactic planetarium, just a planetarium.
Planetary intergalactic. Gotcha. All right, so this has something to do with the planetarium. This is Change with Pierce and Patrick in 3, 2, and 1.
Look, Billy, I can tell you forged the permission slip for today's field trip. I
try to sign it like my dad's signature, but I don't know my dad's real name, so I just sign it Dad.
Right. Yeah, Dad Parker. I kind of figured his name was not Dad. Billy, I know that you really want to go on this field trip. You've been talking about planets, even the ones not named Uranus. You've been talking about planets for months. But I don't think I'd let you go without a signed permission slip.
Change.
But without that permission slip, I have to leave you here, and you have to clean the chalkboards.
Change.
That was a really terrible, terrible forgery. If it was even just a little better, I could let it go, and you could go.
Well, Mr. Harrison, would it help if I reforged the note in pen?
Pen is probably better than crayon.
Change.
Pen's better than pencil.
Change.
Maybe a typewriter. Do we still have those?
Yeah, I think my dad has a typewriter app on his phone that I could use to forge his. I could even get my dad's phone to forge the note.
Change.
I could even get my dad to like watch me help forge the note.
Change.
I could pretend that my dad loves me and he wants me to go to the planetarium like I always wanted, but he doesn't. And so I could just write it on like fancy paper from his work.
Billy, I don't want to really pry. I don't really want to pry into your home life, but do your parents not want you to get educated?
Oh no, they believe that education is from the devil, and that's why they believe that education is for like the liberals in Washington, you know, and like they're not about that. So they want me to just like not be able to know the planets.
I see. Okay, Billy, that makes a lot of sense. I understand better now your questions in the biology class.
Change.
Yeah.
I understand now better the questions that you had in our history class.
Change.
I understand your need to go to the bathroom every 30 minutes now.
Yeah. Yeah. My mom. She drank a lot of mercury when she was pregnant with me.
Change.
It's caused. She smoked a lot when I was in utero. Change. My mom, she didn't ever teach me how to go to the potty. She taught me how to forge signatures, you know, but I there are some very basic biological functions that I just don't know how to do.
And scene. Wow, I was enjoying hearing Patrick's dog in the background, as well as watching him try to keep muting and unmuting himself every time I said change. That was good stuff.
My dog not happy. Yeah. Huh.
That did it for me. That was my favorite part. So.
Oh man, okay, so with that, let's move on to our next game, which is a game called Switch. This is one of my favorite games because I get to run it, and I get to make everybody do things. It's fun. So what I'm going to need from you in the audience is any kind of suggestion whatsoever. And I do mean anything, just anything off the top of your head. To get your little gears going, let's see, a few things that you could start out with. Perhaps some kind of relationship between two or more people. Perhaps a geographic location, for example, like a specific part of the world and everything. It just appeals to you. Or maybe something that you would find around your home that's bigger than your average bread box. Go ahead and just put that into the chat, or none of those at all, and if it just happens to pop into your head, you can just go ahead and put it in there. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to assign each of these suggestions to each pair of actors that you see in our round square of rectangles. Yeah, the shape of this is really confusing. We baffle science. But Pierce and Ty will be a pair of actors. Ty and Chris will be a pair of actors. Chris and Patrick will be a pair of actors. And Patrick and Pierce will be a pair of actors. How this is going to work is I will assign a suggestion to each pair. They will start performing a scene off of that suggestion. At any time, I can call out any of the suggestions that I so choose, and that particular pair of actors will go right into playing that scene, and I can switch back and forth as many times as I want. Think of me as having a giant remote control, and I get to switch it as much as I want, change channels. It's very much like that. Alright, let's check out that chat and see what we have ready for our actors. First of all, we have a suggestion for a thermos. That will be for Pierce and Ty. Pierce and Ty, your suggestion is a thermos. Second of all, for the next suggestion, we have, it's long, but I'm going to say a giant loaf of bread. Okay? So I guess that would be bigger than a bread box. Giant loaf of bread, that will be Ty and Chris. Next suggestion, we have the rainforest, which will be in the protective custody of Chris and Patrick. And last but certainly not least, let's see. We have a suggestion for... 1 second here. Okay. For Patrick and Pierce, your suggestion is proofreading. Proofreading. Alright. So those are all the suggestions that we have for our actors. Pierce and Ty, let's go around the room real quick and let's find out and remind ourselves what we got. Pierce and Ty, your suggestion is?
Thermos.
Thermos. Okay, Ty and Chris, your suggestion?
Giant loaf of bread.
Yeah. Chris and Patrick, your suggestion, please.
Rainforest.
Okay. Patrick and Pierce, your suggestion, please.
Proofreading.
All right. I want to start out with hearing about a thermos, so we'll take it to Pierce and Ty. This is the game of Switch in 3, 2, and 1.
It's freaking hot out here, man.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. Ooh.
That chicken noodle soup?
It is, yes. It really warms your insides up.
It's 100 degrees out here. What?
Yes. See, it's what I do is I drink or eat, sometimes both if it's soup, really hot things when I get hot, so it makes me sweat even more, which cools me off faster. That's how I stay cool, drinking and eating hot things.
Okay, that really doesn't make a whole lot of sense, man. I mean,
this is how my dad did it. It's how my grandfather did it. It's how my great-grandfather did it. We're a whole line of internal heat people that make our externals cold.
Well, I don't want to slam on your heritage or anything, but
thank you.
It's pretty dumb.
Well, I feel like you said you weren't going to slam on my heritage, and then you moved right there at the end and still slammed on my heritage.
I didn't want to, but you kind of forced my hand with how stupid this is.
I'm sorry. You want to talk about this more? I close my thermos so it'll stay hot. It'll stay hot for hours. We can talk about this for hours, and it'll still be hot.
Giant loaf of bread.
Oh boy, I'm really getting tired of pushing in these giant loaves of bread inside this huge oven.
I know, Gerald. I know. Gosh, I can't believe they're making us elves make bread now. This is not what our little fingers are for.
No, I should have listened to my father and went to Keebler school. Those cookies are much smaller than these giant loaves of bread.
Yeah, I mean, at least you had a chance to go to Keebler. I had a chance to go to the North Pole.
Oh, I bet you froze your ass off up there, didn't you?
Well, I never had a chance because I went here instead.
Oh, wait a minute. You're the elf that everyone's been talking about. The one that was going AWOL from their post up in the North Pole to come down here and slum it with us bread makers.
Well, I just wanted to see what the real life was like, I didn't think I would enjoy up there, be too I was too happy. I wanted to know what life was really like down here in the bread machines.
Wow, man, I'll be honest with you, you're the first fugitive elf I've ever met, this is really exciting stuff. It makes putting these caraway seeds inside this loaf of bread look like just nothing.
Oh yeah, I'm glad that we're excited about this now, because I was nervous. I thought you were gonna narc on me. I thought you were gonna tell on me.
Rainforest.
Cut it down! Cut it down!
Oh, honey timber!
Oh my gosh, this is so liberating, just looking around to all this beauty and just destroying it,
Honey, it just warms my heart so much that we're just destroying all this natural habitat.
Oh, but think of how much money we can make. I bet you'll get $15 for every tree you cut down. Just those add up,
Well, money. I thought we were in it for the love of the destruction.
Oh, yes. Oh, of course. No, it's like love of destruction, but then there's the added bonus of getting a couple ducats for just, selling our destruction,
No, but we always said that we were in it for the art and we weren't going to like sell out or nothing. We were just going to go and destroy nature and not make money off of it.
Well, yes, but we're eco-terrorists, but we're not like asshole eco-terrorists. I mean, we're going to clean up after ourselves after we destroy it. I mean, we got to pick up the wood and do something with it.
Proofreading.
I mean, this seems like a very hurtful question for me to ask myself, but do you need another red pen? I think you're running out of ink there.
Yeah, this is pretty shitty.
Well, here you go, sir. If you can. Is it really that bad? I feel like I'm so well with my words. I'm so good with my words.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Obituary writing is hard. I understand. But there's some basic things that's really missing, like their name.
Well, they call in and they say, "Hey, my grandma died," and I say, "All right, cool. I wrote the article," and then I hit submit, and then I hang up on them. I don't. Do we need like more detail or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, normally the name is kind of the big part, and that who they left behind, like a spouse,
and like who killed them, and like who deserves to be like get revenge taken out on them, right? Like those kind of details.
You calm down. We'll see if you can get it to the crime desk, but before you make that, you got to get the obituaries right first.
Giant loaf of bread.
All right,
yeah, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, Gerald, I was just gonna let you know, man, you're cool. You're cool. Yeah. You're a cool elf, And I gotta let you know, I got an inside scoop on a new job that we could do.
Oh yeah, I'm all in.
Well, you haven't heard the job yet. I don't want you to commit.
I look at you and I say, hey, if this guy can do it, I can do it.
Okay, well, I may be a fugitive, but I'm respectful of your choices. Okay?
That's okay. So, I gotta quit smoking these candy canes anyway. I got something I need to do.
Well, you better stop smoking because we're going over to the cobblers. We're gonna make some shoes. I heard that they have a couple elves that are on their way out, and we can sneak in and we can make shoes at night.
Oh man, that sounds like a nice venture. I've never done anything where I didn't create something edible, I'd be worried that my mind would slip and I'd start eating some of the soles of the shoes, the nails or the staples. I'm not sure. I've never cobbled before. I don't even know what it entails.
You don't have to know how to cobble, Gerald. You just have to know how to sneak around at night. And luckily for you, I'm an expert at that. How do you think I got from the North Pole all the way down here? I had to run at night. In the daytime, there's too many predators. There's vultures, there's crocodiles, there's
crocodiles.
Eagles. Yeah, crocodiles eat elves.
Oh, I read about that. I saw that on the Elven Nat Geo, the ENGO, and and they showed that. They showed the crocodiles and the eagles and the vultures coming after us. I'm surprised you made it.
Thermos.
Right. Look. I apologize for denigrating your entire family tree, but I want to try something. All right, look. Here's a glass, just regular glass. Here's some nice cold ice. Here's some nice cold water. Over the ice.
Okay.
Try this.
All right.
Go ahead. It's water, man.
Smells legit.
I'm not giving it to you to taste. Chug it. Drink it all at once.
Look, this is delicious. I'm gonna put it out there. This is delicious. It cools me off. But my question is, you started complaining about how hot it was. If you had ice and the cold water right next to you this whole time, why were you complaining about the hot in the first place?
I was trying to make small talk with you, man.
Look, we're trying to pave a road here, all right? There's no small talk in road paving, all right? There's just men out here paving road, getting on the asphalt, you know.
And eating chicken noodle soup.
Drinking chicken noodle soup, mister. The noodles are nice and soft. You can slurp them right down.
Rainforest.
You know, honey, I thought when we talked to our marriage counselor that we were gonna spice things up with the flamethrower, but it seems like you're just in it for the money now.
I'm not in it for the money, Bernard. I was in it for the excitement. But after everything, I mean, you just think about this with surprise birthday parties. They're exciting and they're fun, but someone's got to clean up after. You can't just walk away when it's in your house. I know this isn't our house. I guess it's like, we're coming into someone else's house and throwing a surprise party. But still, I was raised different. We can eco-terrorize, but we also need to eco-organize.
I hear what you're saying, but I don't want to get involved in this cleanup mess. I just want to just walk through the forest and just chop down trees and make turtle shell soup and not make any leftovers. I just want to terrorize the environment, and you're not helping me.
Well, I was cheering you on when you were chopping down that tree. Now, you see, behind every successful eco-terrorist, there's an eco-organist right behind them, cheering them on.
But honey, we could double our output here. Instead of cheering me on, you can get your own little hacks on. You can start cutting limbs off of trees or necks off of lizards or something. But you gotta do something, baby. I feel like I'm pulling all the weight here.
No, I feel like you're not listening to me. You're not using I statements. I think we're going to have to go back to our counselor. This eco-terrorism is not helping our marriage.
Proofreading.
All right, Doug. I really like you. I really do. But this last round, man, you put up pictures of Disney characters. Well,
I want to create mystery. Like I know that all of you watch all these Netflix like murder mystery shows, and I want to help create the mystery so I don't write one obituary. I write 7, and then I do a season 2 of that same obituary to explain how someone just kind of died of diabetes.
Yeah, Doug. We just need to explain the facts. It's a newspaper. This is not, cable news. If you want to do that, you need to go to like MSNBC or something.
But this newspaper can be so much bigger. Like we don't have to focus on like local interest stories and things about those eco-terrorists and snapping necks off of lizards or whatever. We can make up our own news. We can be like the National Enquirer. We can find the truth.
All right, Doug. You know what? We're basically broke anyway, so fuck it. Let's do it.
Giant loaf of bread.
Okay, maybe this was a bad idea, Gerald.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel kind of weird in here. I don't even know what the hell Velcro is.
Yeah, and when I was told about this position, I want to be upfront with you, Gerald. I respect your choices and everything. I want to be upfront with you. When I was told about this, I was told there'd be no Velcro, Gerald. I was told there'd be no Velcro. They're hard for our little elf hands.
Well, yeah, that stuff is meant to shut, and then you can't rip it open. These little tiny nimble fingers aren't going to be able to pull that slat apart. You know what? We should just head back, back to the bakery. Maybe we can. I've got an inside scoop on a ring that's smuggling GI Joes inside loaves of bread for all the naughty kids.
So we can get toys for the naughty kids too, because we're naughty elves, Gerald. We gotta look out for the naughty kids. I like your thought, Gerald. I like your thought.
And scene. Brilliant.
Ty made me choke on my water. When he snipped it, it said "smells legit." I don't know why that made me laugh so hard. Oh, God. And I had to mute myself because I was literally choking on stuff. That was good stuff.
Sounds legit.
Well, good. I'm glad I could help you out with that, Chris.
It was just unexpected.
Speaking of helping out, we need some help from the audience. a simple one. We actually just need 2 suggestions. Just 2 suggestions. Could be anything. Could be a suggestion of a board game that you like to play. Could be a suggestion of a TV show you want us to watch. Could be a suggestion of a type of restaurant you want us to eat at. Right? Just suggest some things at us. We don't care. It could be anything. It could also be an occupation. It could be a type of vehicle. It could be, I don't care, maybe a national monument of some sort. Doesn't really matter. Just start throwing some stuff in the chat, and we'll pick out just 2 different suggestions. Now, what's going to happen is when they get those 2 suggestions, Chris and Patrick here will just be doing a regular old scene, but they have to use 2 different suggestions. Now, this is going to be fun because usually when we get 1 suggestion, we just go with 1 trait of mind, right? We just go with it. The 2, you got to always keep the second one in the back of your head. Try to weave it in some way. Should be a lot of fun. Chad, have I talked enough? Have I wasted enough time for us to get 2 suggestions?
You certainly have.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
We have a suggestion for hair products.
Ooh, hair products. I wonder where that came from.
No idea.
Now that I can actually use them since I got my hair cut.
I was just born with it. We also have a suggestion for a call to adventure.
Call to Adventure, a great board game. Bet you guys didn't know that. All right, so, but it doesn't have to be a board game, Call to Adventure. Just using the words Call to Adventure. They might even do Adventure to Call. Who cares? No one cares. It's Call to Adventure and hair products is the 2 suggestions. This is a regular old scene, 2 suggestions, hair products, and Call to Adventure with Chris and Patrick in 3, 2, 1.
So, how would you like your hairstyle today? I was thinking we do something with a shave. We do a little bit of a cut off the top, and we put a nice mousse in there to kind of tie it all together. How does that feel?
I have some reservations. I'm sure you get this a lot. I'm just curious to know if the mousse you use is made of real mousse.
Is it? Oh,
I'm vegan, and that goes towards anything that I put either in or on my body.
I should know that, but I actually don't know. We just kind of serve it like straight out of the canister, and it doesn't really say if it's made from mousse products or mousse like products, faux mousse, if you will. We can try other products, but I really think this mousse is going to be the product for you.
I just don't know. I don't like to step out of my comfort zone. I've had this high and tight haircut for. I'm not very adventurous, but my girlfriend tells me I need to change it up a little bit, but I can't go against my ideals. I just let me see that bottle. I didn't even see the spelling. It's made of mouse. I didn't even see that. Even so, a mouse is an animal. I can't have that on me either.
Sorry, I misunderstood your question. It's not made of. It's made from mini mice, mini mouses. So that's,
Minnie Mouse.
That's kind of
my gosh, Disney's involved.
Well, yeah. It is a branded product. It's got nice little polka dots on there and stuff like that. It's all
right.
Listen, don't be upset here. We can still do the haircut. We can make you the man you want to be.
Okay, well, that's where I'm kind of having this issue. Now, you look like you're a man of the world. You've been around. Now, my girlfriend, I think I'm a little worried. I think she sent me here because she's just getting bored of me as who I am and wants me to be
sense, yeah? Okay.
better and different. Now, what makes you so interesting? How can I want to be more like people like you?
Oh, like me? Well, I measure people's hair by I take it here and I measure it out, and then I cut it, and that's kind of the most exotic thing that I do. I can't really say I do much else other than kind of gossip. I like to go on hikes.
Well, you know what? You sound like a boring as hell, actually. So what I think I should do, instead of me getting my hair cut from you, I should just invite you over and we'll do a contrast and compare situation. And then my girlfriend will feel lucky to be with me.
Well, I'm not really into group stuff like that. It sounds like you're inviting me into some sort of 3-person sexual situation. I'm not really that kind of person, you know.
I was literally bringing. Yep, you know what? You're right. I was coming on to you. I heard about people that are good with the fingers and measuring hair with the phalangeal system, and I wanted to learn from you.
And scene. This is the way I like to host. 2 suggestions is I let it go until it gets sexual and then I end it.
Then you cut it right in the tense part.
We'll go for 15 minutes.
I used to date something like that.
Title this show.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was like, what is that? What are you doing? And I'm like, what would that be called? The phalangeal system. All right. All right. So for this next game, this game will be for Pierce and Ty. We're just swapping out cast members here. And what I'm going to need are 2 different occupations, 2 occupations. Different. They don't have to be related at all to each other. Just any occupations whatsoever. And what's going to happen is, Ty, are you the job person?
Yes.
Okay, so what's going to happen is Ty is going to have left one of these occupations and started the other occupation, being brand new into that job. But what is going to happen is that he's going to be carrying some of his traits and quirks and maybe habits from the old job and is going to be using them in the new job. So we'll see how that goes. It's going to be kind of fun. Chad, do we have any jobs and or occupations for Ty and Pierce in this game of old job, new job? I think there's ghosts in Patrick's house, by the way.
Yes,
I see the ghosts.
Yeah, that's... I actually had a joke there, and it completely left my mind, so hello.
That's the ghost. That's what happens. Ghosts, they come in.
Ghosts just
take the joke with you.
Yeah, brains out. Okay, so we have a gardener.
A gardener?
And a special forces officer.
Okay. I'm trying to think of the way. I think it would be more fun if he used to be a special forces officer and is now transitioned into being a gardener. Even though I really want to see the other way around, I think for this time, I think this would be good. He used to be a special forces officer, but he's now a gardener. Okay, so this is old job, new job with Pierce and Ty in 3, 2, and 1.
Henry.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The azaleas out front.
Right. Right.
They're being delivered today.
Yes. Yes. I have heard about this.
Yeah.
I've been briefed.
Well, good. And I was hoping that you could put them in for me, Henry, as I hired you as my gardener.
Don't worry, sir. I will put them in the ground. 10 feet deep.
That might be a little much, but you're the expert. You're the gardener. I am not.
True.
I'm not.
True.
I really want a nice, pretty lawn out front and in back. Actually, I have 2.
Don't worry. We'll surround the perimeter. We have it surrounded, sir. Don't you worry. We will have it surrounded just for you. It will be clear, beautiful, pristine condition. Because if anyone messes it up, don't worry, they won't. Let's put it that way. No one's going to mess up this lawn. Don't you worry about that.
Are there people out there that go around messing up lawns?
More than you know. More than you know. They're trying to invade your lawn. They're trying to digitally steal your lawn. They're trying to steal your lawn's identity. They're trying to do all kinds of stuff, but I'm here to protect you. I'm here to protect your lawn. All right, we're gonna make a Class A lawn for you today, sir. So don't you worry.
Henry, I know you're talking about moles. You're talking about moles. They come in here and they dig it all up. They mess it up. Yeah,
they do, and we will destroy them, but stealthily. And that's why I like to garden at night. Get the night vision on so I can really see everything. They can't see me coming. Not only the moles can't see me coming, but the bushes can't see me coming either. So I gotta roll. Come back. I had to narrate it for you. I was moving too quick. I didn't think you could see me, so I had to narrate it just so you knew what I was doing.
These old eyes, yeah, they don't see much at all.
Yeah, especially at night. You should have. Oh, you want these night vision goggles? There you go. You can use them if you want.
Oh, that really gives me a headache, Henry. Here, you
Oh, I'll take them back.
now, Henry, I do appreciate your enthusiasm. I'm a little concerned about how much you work at night and some of the trenches that you've dug out near the sidewalk.
Yes.
That kind of seems. I'm wondering what you're doing with those because they seem
drainage. It's for drainage.
Drainage. Oh,
yes.
oh.
Mm-hmm. So we can drain the blood of our enemies right there by the sidewalk. So it goes right down. All those moles.
Moles.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get rid of them before they leak the secrets.
Oh, okay. Is the secrets? Is that what's going around the azaleas around the box?
Yes. Yeah. You know what? You know what I like to. You know what I prefer? Mums. Mum's the word around here.
Yeah.
No secrets. No leaky secrets here. Not in this lawn. Not in this lawn. No, sir.
I like it, Henry.
Yes.
Now, out back, I feel like I want some kind of a water feature.
Water feature. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Ideas you might have for that.
You know, it's tough. It's tough because we're on ground level. We're on ground level. So I have the helicopter here. So we're gonna go up. We're gonna take a look. We're gonna get down low to the ground, right? So the radar doesn't see us. We're gonna jump out so we can get a good aerial view of your lawn and know exactly where that water feature needs to go.
Henry, can't we just walk around the side of the house and go out back?
That's what they're expecting, sir.
Seed. I just got this image of this ex Special Forces guy pulling this old man out of his house with a helicopter on his lawn just to take him up to look over his house just to jump back out again.
But just like 40 feet over,
Yeah,
not 1,000 feet, just right over the roof line.
Just enough to piss off the neighbors.
You just described the last season of Airwolf, by the way.
All right, so we're going to move into our next game, which is another fun game. This is also a simple one for the audience. All we need is 2 letters. All we need is 2 letters. Now, before you get too crazy on your keyboards or your phones or however you're watching, these letters, no vowels and no weird consonants. All right, so no like X's and Z's, nothing like that. So we want some fairly common to extremely common consonants. And no vowels. So just type in 2 of them. And if you'd like to type in a suggestion, I don't think we've, let's see, what's the suggestion we haven't gotten recently? We haven't gotten a suggestion on a treasured family heirloom if you want. Or Chad, you can just bring in a suggestion from earlier that wasn't used. Either way, however you'd like to do it. 2 letters and a suggestion. Now what's going to happen here is Chris and Pierce is going to be doing a very fun game for me to watch because I'm not very good at it. So I'm glad that I'm not in it because I'm not good at it. My brain isn't fast enough, nor is it smart.
So you're in it next week.
Yes, right, exactly. The joke's on you. I'm not in any more shows. My last show, everyone. Goodbye. But this is a game. It's called Letter Sub. What we're going to do is we're going to substitute one of those letters for the other one that you suggest in the chat, and they're going to have to do the entire scene with one of those letters being substituted for the other one. And it usually is very, very funny. Just because of the silly things we make them say from replacing one of the letters. Chad, do we have 2 letters?
We certainly do. We have the letter S as in Sierra.
Okay.
And the letter D as in Delta.
Ooh.
D's.
S's and D's. I'm thinking, now whenever I introduce this game, I look directly in Chris's eyes. Whenever I introduce this game, I'm thinking all D's are now, all S's are now D's. All S's are now D's. See how I just know what Chris is thinking immediately? I just know it. We're just on a link here. I know exactly what Chris is thinking at all times. So all S's are D's. All S's are D's. Now it doesn't go backwards, right? It doesn't go backwards. Not all D's are not S's because that would be a stupid thing to think that all D's could be S's. It's only all S's are D's. Now, Chad, do we have a suggestion?
The casserole dish that cooked the best mac and cheese at Christmas. Or casserole dish, I'm thinking.
No, we're going for the whole thing. The casserole dish that cooked the best mac and cheese at Christmas. Now, there's a lot of details there, fellas. I want to see all these. I want to see all these in some way or another. The casserole dish that cooked the best mac and cheese at Christmas.
What are the letters again?
The letters are all S's are D's.
Okay. Just making sure.
S as in Sam, D as in Daniel.
Or damn.
Either way, there's a lot of D words, and you can use them all because all S's are D's. All right, this you have the suggestion, you have the letters, you're ready to go. This is Chris and Pearson Letter Sub in 3, 2, 1.
Honey,
Yeah.
your mother had not returned my casserole did from Cridmud, and I need it for the weekend potluck dupper. I would gonna make my world famous mac and cheese.
Duden, I can't be the one who stuttles this dit back and forth from my mother. How'd here?
Daniel, D, your mama, not my mama. If D is keeping my did, you need to go call your mama on the telephone or the cell phone or type her an email using your phone. And I need did.
Duden, why don't you just give the did to mom? She loved it. She loved it and would love you a little.
You have got to be ditting me. There is no way I am letting your mama keep my did. Do you know how many years I had that did? 65 years.
5 years. Dixie 5, yes. Yed.
It's my Dixie Dick's birthday next week, and I'm going to keep it. I'm going to make it.
I know your granny gave that did to you on your very first birthday. But let it go, Duden. Let it go.
My ancestors did not dale over here from Dweden to give away our dids. I'm gonna draw a line in the dand. Either D goad or I goad, Daniel.
Okay, Duden. I have to be honored.
Plead.
You. Mother broke the did.
Oh, that stupid done of a. I don't want a curd. Why had he not apologized to me yet? Did he afraid of little old me? D can't day Dory.
D can't day Dory. D is there ditless.
Well,
Ditled.
Well, Daniel, thank you for telling me. And if your mama is decare ditled, then maybe I'll have to find dumb way to forgive her.
I really hope you do. I mid your Swedish meatball.
Well, I mid your meatball too.
And scene. Oh man, I love that the dishes became like
Yeah.
I felt like at some point I didn't know how to speak English during that scene. I was like, I've known this language for 30 years. I don't know what they're saying.
This is gonna be the time when everyone rewatches this show. They're gonna be like, I gotta turn on subtitles.
Oh man, Patrick, Pierce, do you want to intro and run the next game?
Sure. What is the next game? I knew it was going to be Dicks, by the way.
Dixie Dicks? Yeah.
Dicks. Scene three ways?
Oh, man.
Scene three ways. All right.
Sure.
So, Patrick, Ty, Chad. What we need is I'm still like translating in my brain from Dietrich. What we need from the audience is 3 suggestions of 3 different genres of movies, television, books, novelizations, stage plays, TikToks, 3 different genres of entertainment, and get those. And once we get those, Ty and Patrick will do a scene. They'll do it just a normal scene, short scene, about a minute or so. And then I will stop them and I will have them do that scene 3 more times in each of these 3 genres that Chad is collecting up furiously from our audience. We appreciate all of you submitting these genres. So yeah, Ty and Patrick, you'll be doing a scene straight and then in 3 different ways. Chad, do we have any genres yet?
Okay, so first of all, we have a buddy cop.
Buddy cop.
Ooh.
Okay. And next we have historical drama.
Ooh.
Drama. Everybody's on the Bridgerton train. Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they are. And last but certainly not least, we have paranormal.
Ooh.
Paranormal.
I like it.
I love it.
All right, so they'll do a scene first off, and let's get them a suggestion to get that scene starting.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Ed?
Fish and chips.
Fish and chips.
Fish and chips.
They're going to be doing a scene, something to do with fish and chips. They'll do that scene, and then they'll run through it 3 more times in these different genres. This is scene 3 ways in 3, 2, and 1.
Now, son, you want to make sure that you really sling your wrist out there. You didn't throw it very far. Fishing's all about just casting as far as you can.
Oh, okay, Dad. Okay, let me just reel this one right in, and I'll do it for you, Dad. Okay, you said flick. It's all on the wrist. Here we go.
Those better. We'll work on that as you get older there, Sam.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in the holder here.
Okay,
I'm really glad you brought me out here today, Dad. I mean, I've been wanting to fish with you for a long time, and I'm starting to feel like you may be embarrassed of me in front of all your fishing buddies out here on the lake.
No, not embarrassed. I just wanted to make sure we had just the lake to ourselves.
Mm.
I'm not embarrassed by you.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
What? Duck down now. Duck down.
Oh.
I think I see. Okay.
Are you hiding from the fish, Dad?
No, it was a duck, not my friend Edwin.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, hey, you're getting a bite there. Make sure you reel it in. Reel it in. Okay.
Oh, it's a fighter, Dad.
Yeah, I think you caught a boot.
A boot. I haven't had a boot before.
Yeah.
It's my first boot. Take a picture.
Yeah, okay.
Make sure you post it on social media.
And scene. All right. Great scene. Great. Let's make it better. Let's make it better by making it a buddy cop movie. Same scene as a buddy cop movie. In 3, 2, 1, go.
This is an odd way to search for evidence.
Well, you gotta look for things in unusual ways. So that's why I say it's not about, hey, you really just gotta make sure you're just grasping for any evidence you can find. Just if you can't find it, fabricate it. All right, you just gotta keep looking for things until you find a conviction.
You always find that conviction, Gary. You always do. Just like you always find your way out of trouble. Remember that time we were knee deep in the drug cartel and we found our way out right as the whole thing exploded and we ended up capturing everyone and tying them up all nice and neat. Oh man, you're the man, Gary.
Exactly. We did so much stuff that wasn't by the book. And hold on, I think I see the Sarge. Get down, get down.
Oh.
Okay,
he can't see us together anymore.
No, okay, sorry. Yeah, no, I thought I saw the Sarge. He
strictly
keeps
prohibited us from
he
working
keeps
together.
saying one more time we're gonna get kicked off the force here, you know. But yeah. Oh, hold on. I think you found some evidence.
Oh, okay,
evidence?
I'm getting it up. I'm getting it up right now. I'm reeling it in.
Okay, no. Those are spent bullets from when we were just shooting our guns willy nilly just into traffic.
We'll take a picture, Gary. Take a picture. This is one going on the man cave wall.
I feel like it shouldn't.
Oh man,
those are some big bullets.
It was a sack of bullets.
A sack of bullets.
Yeah. You know when you shoot a gun and it goes into like the little the neat pile of bullet shells,
like a lawnmower bag. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We're all really good with guns.
All right. Let's do that one again, and let me get off stage here. There we go. I forgot to do that earlier. Let's do that. Let's do that again. This time as an historical drama. In 3, 2, and 1.
Gary,
Yes.
I'll cast the line, Gary. Bloop.
Oh my goodness, Victoria, that was stupendous. However, I might recommend throwing it a bit further. You won't catch any fish, as they say, if you don't throw the line.
You are always good with your hands, Gary.
Oh yes.
Bloop.
Oh wow. Now, to the floor. I think I see
Gary, okay.
another young maiden.
Didn't know we were in the library,
it's not
Gary.
That sort of film. It's not that sort of film. Okay, get back up.
Oh, Gary.
Not the place, but I appreciate the attitude. Now, hold on. I think I see something
Gary.
on your trap.
Oh, it's you, Gary. Oh, on my line. I'm sorry.
Okay. Listen, I think you caught my boot there. Okay.
Oh, I love where your mind's at, Gary.
Okay. Listen. Okay.
You're flexible, Gary.
I feel like I need to document this.
Yes, paint a picture.
I don't like it.
It'll go on our sex dungeon wall.
And see.
Oh no.
Oh man, didn't realize y'all were confirmed bachelors.
Now we don't have to watch season 2 of Bridgerton. We already know what's
Right
going
there.
on.
It's right there. That was actually word for word.
All right, one more time through the fish and chips. This time as a paranormal endeavor. This is paranormal in 3, 2, 1.
Okay. That's an interesting choice. Are you throwing tarot cards? I don't understand what you're trying to do.
I have tarot cards connected to a fishing line, you know? We're looking for the ghosts of fishermen. This is what they call an object that increases their familiarity with the environment, which might make them come to our side, you know, to help speak to us.
Correct. I think are we hunting for Nemo or something? Down. I think someone the landowner is coming here. They know that we're here. Get down.
Oh, if the landowner catches us, he said if he catches us, we'll become the next ghosts, Gary.
I don't think it was him. It was just a ethereal figure swooping by. It wasn't him. But
did you capture it, Gary? Did you have the camera on, Gary? Take pictures.
It didn't seem like the right time because I had the flash on.
Gary, we're hunting ghosts. You can't have flashes on, Gary. Okay, it's okay, Gary. It's okay. Here, I'm going to start reeling the line in, see if we've captured a ghoul of some sort.
Oh, it looks like you have something. It looks like some sort of a bed sheet. Is that?
I hope it's It's a ghost who actually wears bed sheets with eyes cut out of them.
Oh, I don't know if that's what we caught. That seems like something very, very different. Put it back. I don't think that we need to document this.
Oh, okay, Gary. It was whatever you. Oh, the boat's rocking, Gary. The boat's rocking.
And scene.
Well, at least the ghost didn't turn sexual. That's always a good thing.
That's fair. Yeah,
It was about
fair.
to. It was about to.
Yeah.
Well, that's our show, everyone. That is out. So thank you guys for watching and for all of your wonderful suggestions. We appreciate everything you guys have done. That was fun. Had an interesting time. There were some good scenes. I do realize that in your defense, in retrospect, maybe making D's into or S's into D's probably would have been a better idea, but I wanted it the other way. But anyway, that was fun. It was a good show. Thank you guys for watching. Let me thank our cast one last time. My name is Chris. We've got Pierce. We've got Patrick. We've got Ty. And of course, I'm going to turn it over to him for one final I was going to say hoo-ha. That's not what I meant. A hoorah. And to come up and to figure out going to title our show tonight, Chad.
Yay, Chad! Woo.
Oh, okay. So the ghost can't be sexual, but I bring the hoo-ha. Good. All right. So, well, once again, thank you to everybody who watched tonight. Thank you to everybody who volunteered suggestions and everything. We do have the best audience in the world. You keep proving that over and over, and we thank you for it. Thank you especially to Spirit419, who is our latest follower on Twitch.
Ooh.
We really do appreciate that. And hey, and thank you again for hanging out with us the other night. We really do appreciate it. All right, so we had a few good suggestions for the title of the show. First of all, education is from the devil. Smells legit. We can eco-terrorize and also eco-organize.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
The phalangeal system. You have got to be dittin' me. It's my Dixie Dick's birthday next week.
Dixie Dix.
Dix. Yeah. The boat's rockin'. And at least the ghost didn't turn sexual.
Ah, yeah. I like all of them. Let's just put them all into one smorgasbord of titles.
One big title.
At least the Dick's ghost smells legit. I don't know how that.
Do we have any personal favorites?
I
I like.
Eco-Terrorize.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. See, Pierce and I are on the same mind.
So what was that line again?
We can eco-terrorize and also eco-organize.
Okay. Works for me.
Yep.
I think that was the most dysfunctional couple we've done in quite some time.
Well, I thought they were actually pretty functional.
Also,
they did things together.
Yeah, well, I want to meet their marriage counselor who suggested that particular activity for them. But so we don't just eco-terrorize, we eco-organize, or whatever the line was.
Something like that.
Yes,
Okay.
We can eco-terrorize and also eco-organize.
Eco-organize. All right, sounds good to me. All right, so thank you guys for joining us. Bob Ogden. Yeah, this mysterious Bob Ogden. I like who, by the way,
I made a T-shirt for him on Tuesday.
And didn't no show.
Didn't even show up.
Well, he's here now. Thank you, Bob Ogden. Bobo Again.
Bobo Gadden.
Is it like a Star Wars bounty hunter? We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. Bob Ogden, let us know, or Bobo Gadden, let us know the next time you're here, and we'll figure out your proper pronunciation. Because now I really just hope it's Bobo Gadden. That's what I'm really hoping. So thank you guys for joining us. This there's another improv show next Tuesday, 7:30 Central. Will be another round of our Jackbox games, and we had a really fun. I was surprised. We had 3 players this last Tuesday, just me, Patrick, and Chad. But thanks to someone in the audience chatting with us the whole time, that was actually a really fun night. I enjoyed it.
Yes.
Chad, do we have any other announcements, or do we have any raids or anything planned?
We're kind of getting into unstable connection and everything, so I think we should.
Okay, don't worry about it. That's fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. So thanks everyone for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in, all of your